Hello and welcome back, and welcome if you're new. In today's video I am so excited to share with you several Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs, as well as how I decorated my bedroom for a vintage pink Christmas. So you guys know I love that pastel aesthetic. In my living room I've gone more traditional, but in my bedroom I feel like it is my own private oasis, and so I wanted to decorate it in a style that made me smile. I did have a lot of vintage pink Christmas left over from the vintage holiday photo shoot that I did for the Vintage Holiday magazine for the 2018 season. So I really wanted to challenge myself to use everything that I already had, which was definitely a challenge because I go totally over the top. I've already done my Christmas tree, I've already done my mantle. I will link those videos down below if you guys are interested in those. But I did want to go over the top again with this Christmas tree for my bedroom. So I really feel like it came out really beautiful, and I challenged myself to repurpose and reuse a lot of things that I already have, or I painted some different things. So without further ado, let's jump into how I decorated my Christmas bedroom, and also several of those Dollar Tree DIYs that will help you give your holiday an elegant style on a teeny tiny budget. If you're new, welcome into my shabby chic bedroom. I have the top on, I have some of the branches on the bottom. I've never put a tree in my bedroom before, so even though I did get a new tree in my living room, I did want to go ahead and still put this one up. I've used this tree for so many years. I found it actually at a church sale, and I think it was about $10, but it's great. So for our first Dollar Tree DIY, we are just going to use one of those Dollar Tree automotive cloths. I'm going to cut it into 4 strips. Now if you want to be really particular, you could measure the strips, but I just kind of eyeball it. And so what you want to do is we're going to create kind of a snowy, soft garland. So you're just going to take those 4 strips and you're just going to glue them together. I just use hot glue, and you want to kind of pinch it together to make sure they're nice and stuck on there. I used 2 automotive cloths to create 2 of these snowy white garlands, and I just started at the top of my tree, and then I kind of wound the garland in and around the tree. Now I'm using this kind of as a base because I'm going to layer a lot of laces and ornaments over this. It is a bit of a heavier piece because it's not a lightweight ribbon, but I thought it looked beautiful and very white and definitely right for the price point. And you can tell that 2 of those automotive cloths did create a really nice long garland. So I just started at the top and kind of wound it in and around the top, and now I'm going around the back and winding it in and around the branches, and it just lays fairly nicely on the branches. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, we are just going to use some of that Dollar Tree crochet lace, and we're going to create this beautiful ornament cluster. So I've used actually a lot of my metallic ornaments that I bought from the Dollar Tree, so I'm just using these pink ornaments and this white ornament. These are ornaments that I had either painted or picked up or had from last season. So to create an ornament cluster, you can use a pipe cleaner, or as you can see, I'm using this lace, and you just want to bundle them together. And then I'm tying off the top, and then I'm just going to tie the cluster onto the tree. It's kind of a little bit of a shortcut way of decorating, in my opinion, because I don't have any of the bigger, fluffier ornaments that I used on my larger tree. And again, I'm challenging myself just to use what I have to do this tree with. So I'm going to create these clusters to kind of trick the eye and make it look like there's more in there. And I just want to fill in the gaps back in the tree. So I'm kind of placing these further back into the tree. Now I'm going in with some of those palm fronds that I picked up at the thrift store and painted. I did a DIY of how I paint these palm fronds and add glitter to them, kind of how to repurpose your silk flowers. I will link that video down below, but I'm just clipping them off. And for these palm fronds, I actually painted them with a pale pink paint, and then I added a little bit of that rose gold spray paint over it, and then I added some glitter over that. I thought it would be perfectly with this blush pink Christmas, kind of give it a vintage feel that I'm going for. And I'm just placing 3 at the top of this tree. Again, what I want to do with this Christmas tree, kind of what I did with my living room Christmas tree when I use the metallics, is I want to create height. This tree is only a 6-foot tree, but I want to make it higher by going taller with the floral arrangement. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to share with you all one of my secret weapons in my Christmas arsenal. So the Dollar Tree in their wedding section carries big chapel bows, and they come with 2 in a pack, and they're just long like this, but you just take the end and pull it apart, and there'll be 2 little strings, and you just pull those strings and it ruches into this big beautiful package bow. I love using these to make a package, especially a Christmas package, because I do a lot of pastels. These are great for wedding packages and also for a baby shower gift, an anniversary gift, but you just pull it all the way to the top and then you can wrap it around a package. I've also been known to use these bows deep inside of my Christmas tree to fill out any blank spaces. So there it is. It just came out perfectly and beautiful and really made this package look very high end on a teeny tiny budget. Now I'm going in with my tree topper. You all know I love to do a big huge bow as a tree topper. For this tree topper, I used a lot of metallics. I picked up some of the Dollar Tree gold ribbon. I also used their silver ribbon, a smaller gold ribbon, and then also some laces. And I do promise to do a big bow tutorial for you all very soon. But I love to use big, huge bows on the top of my Christmas trees, and it's definitely all about the fluffing to get it to look just the way that I want it to. Now for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to share with you all how I used the Dollar Tree feather boas in and around the Christmas tree. So I just started at the top and I kind of wound it down through the top. I actually used 3 feather boas, and so this is such a beautiful and inexpensive way to fancy up your tree, especially if you're doing kind of like this glam pastel tree like what I'm doing in my bedroom. And now I'm just using some of that Dollar Tree gold ribbon, and I'm just looping it in and around the edges of the tree, kind of to create this cascading effect. Now I'm going in with these big, beautiful, fluffy roses. Now, the roses I found at TJ Maxx during the summer season. They look so elegant in this tree. I also used red roses in my very traditional living room tree, but I think these added the perfect pop of romance, and they're just beautiful. And now I'm just adding in a couple of little finishing touches as far as some ornaments are concerned. I also added in some brighter pink vintage ornaments towards the end, and also some of that crocheted lace. I really wanted to give this tree that beautiful, romantic, Victorian flair. It's kind of what I went with in the living room, except for the living room, I did a flocked tree with metallics and red. And for this one, I wanted to do the soft pale pinks and peaches and Victorian laces. And I can't wait to show you all how it all comes together. And here is the topper all pulled together. I used so many different textures with the palm fronds and all of the roses and all of the different glittering ribbons. There's that beautiful pink poinsettia underneath. I added in some beading, that Dollar Tree bird. I just really like to go over the top. I wanted to create this beautiful, romantic, Victorian-esque Christmas tree, and I really feel like I nailed it with this. And here is one of those Dollar Tree gold clips. I really loved these. These are perfect for Christmas presents, and they also clip so nicely to the ends of your Christmas trees. If you want to add some extra sparkle, I really recommend picking those up. And then the Victorian ornaments, I actually found a lady at a garage sale. She was selling a lot of her Victorian ornaments, and I was able to pick up a whole box of them, and they just look so perfect with these big fluffy roses. I did add in a little bit of a deeper, darker maroon with this Dollar Tree Santa Claus. He's kind of towards the back so he doesn't take over the tree, but I had a couple of them on hand and I thought, why not? Because the roses in my bedding do have that deeper mauves and brighter pinks and reds. I thought that would be really nice to tie in my bedspread, kind of sum up with the Christmas tree. And there's those Dollar Tree sparkling ornaments that I'm absolutely in love with this year. This beautiful Victorian lady stocking was a gift from a friend of mine from Teacups and Stitches. She has a beautiful online website where she sells the most detailed, beautiful stockings. If you all love that Victorian feel, definitely check her out. I will try to leave a link below for that. And here's one of my tried and true angels. I did add a lot of very soft angels to this tree. I just felt like it made it feel very ethereal and so beautiful with the roses and the Victorian heart ornaments. Just really, oh, you guys, this tree made my heart sparkle and shine so much. You have no idea. So for underneath the tree, I wanted to share with you all my vintage pink Santa and Mrs. Claus. They actually used to be red and I painted them pink, and I also created these beautiful little presents. This wrapping paper was so deluxe and so ornate. I actually picked it up at TJ Maxx, and these little elves are a gift from a friend of mine. She is such a wonderful friend, and I was so blessed to have some of her handmade creations. And I will treasure them forever. So there's the Mrs. Claus that goes with the Santa Claus, and I just added in some presents. And then this beautiful pink shoe is also a gift from a friend of mine. I love the vintage jewels. She does such wonderful work. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I just wanted to share with you all how I took some of the Dollar Tree white satin ribbon and I had wrapped this present for my aunt. I can't wait for her to receive it. But you just take it and you go over the top of the package, and then you turn the package over, you crisscross it, and then go back over the package, and then you just tie it in a knot at the top. I actually looped it over twice, and then you just tie a shoelace bow and then dovetail your ends, and it creates this really beautiful soft finish on your present. And then I also took one of those gold Dollar Tree clips and put that in the center, and it really made a fancy, very high-end present. You could even add some jewels to the center of that. Now I'm adding in these beautiful Christmas pillows, actually, that Mr. Romantic surprised me with. He ordered these for me about 2 months ago, and I believe he got them on Amazon. I'll see if I can't put a link up, but they're so perfect and so adorable for our bedroom. And then I'm adding just a white garland to the top. I wanted to kind of mix in with the Christmas tree. And then I added my little homemade stockings to the side. These are some no-sew stockings, and I think they just look absolutely perfect. I did put some lace and also some gold ribbon into the garland, but I did not put any Christmas bulbs into the garland. I was worried that one might fall on our head in the middle of the night, and I don't think that Mr. Romantic would like that. So I just left that garland very plain, but I think it looks very elegant since the tree is very over the top. And if you guys remember, in one of my last DIY Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs, we did this wreath. It was a high-end $80 Pier 1 wreath that we created for about $5, and I will link that video down below as well. But here is my beautiful, over-the-top, very romantic, Victorian-esque Christmas bedroom. I hope you all are loving it. I had so much fun creating it. I really still wanted to use a bunch of my pink Christmas ornaments, and because I did go traditional in my living room, I had a lot of these pink Christmas ornaments left over and on hand, and then I just added in some of those garage sale, thrift store, and Dollar Tree finds, and then some of my specialty collectible things that have been gifts from friends. And I think it turned out so sweet and so romantic, and I just absolutely adore it. If you all love a vintage pink Christmas, I definitely know you're probably loving this as well. So I don't know if you all noticed, but I did take out my beauty table. I moved that beauty stuff into my bathroom and created this kind of faux curtain effect. Comment and let me know what you all think about that. I really like it. I'll definitely probably put my beauty table back in, but it just allowed the Christmas tree to fit perfectly in that space. And here it all is. I think it looks so romantic and so beautiful. Comment and let me know what you all think about this. I did go over the top. I normally don't put a big Christmas tree in my bedroom, but I just had it on hand. I used everything that I already had, and so I'm really loving it. I think it's so festive and so precious, and it brings my heart so much joy. So I really hope you all are loving this as well. Also, here is the Vintage Holiday magazine that this Christmas tree that I created in my bedroom is featured in. There it is, and I actually went back to the magazine just to reference it to see how much I created either the same or different on this Christmas tree. And here it is with the lights off. I know you'll had asked for me to share a video of my living room Christmas tree with the lights off. So here is the bedroom tree with the lights off. And I will hope to do that as well with the living room tree as soon as I do my full Christmas home tour for y'all. So look for that. It casts such a romantic glow. It's so beautiful and so soft, and I'm just really loving it. I think it came out really gorgeous and perfect for my romantic bedroom. I'm just loving it, you guys. It's so nice when I lay down in bed just to look at it, and it has this beautiful soft glow, and it's just my little own little kind of sweet romantic pink Christmas oasis, I guess. So thank you all so much for joining me. It is such a blessing and an honor to have you here. I hope to inspire you. I hope that you all are having a wonderful holiday. I just love sharing all of my tips and tricks with you, and I cannot wait to share more. If you all are new, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of my YouTube family, and we will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.